Happening now, Mexico's next president just called on his citizens to invade the United States. By Amy Moreno for truthfeednews.com. It sounds absurd that a politician would urge its citizens to leave the country and invade another one, right? Sure does. But that's exactly what's happening in Mexico, and it's actually not all that crazy. At least for Mexico and their interest, and here's why. Mexico will never garner the type of wealth that we enjoy here in America, and even if they could, it would take forever, and then they do not have a financial or political foundation to maintain it. This is why Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, or AMLO, as he's called, and who is likely the next president of Mexico, has concocted a master plan which uses an illegal invasion of the United States as the basis for his economic plan. Somebody's been paying that guy off, and I'm sure Soros is involved. Somewhere his name is on it, because that's the first thing that popped into my mind. Almo is urging his citizens to bum rush the U.S. in hopes of causing our country to collapse financially and destroy our morale by keeping us fighting nonstop. The Almo believes will result in an influx of money and opportunity into Mexico. And how can he make this happen? Well, for starters, he can utilize globalist progressives and Republicans who keep pushing open borders and throwing massive hissy fits over the so-called crisis at the border. Never before has it been more important that we build that wall. You can read more about this theory at Conservative Treehouse. From the Daily Caller, Mexican president candidate Almo, or Elmo I should call him, called for mass immigration to the United States during a speech Tuesday, declaring it a human right for all Northern Americans. And soon, very soon after the victory of our movement, we will defend all the migrants in the American continent and all the migrants in the world, Elmo said, adding that immigrants must leave their towns and find a life in the United States. He then declared it as a human right we will defend. Universal.com reports. While the election is not until July 1st, Elmo is by far the front runner. Elmo in April delivered a speech criticizing Trump and promising that Mexico will not become a piñata for any foreign government, Global News reports. The former mayor of Mexico City, whatever his name is, Obrador, holds progressive populist views. The 64-year-old ran unsuccessfully for president twice before, according to DW. I don't know what that is, which site that is. Fox's Tucker Carlson noted Thursday that Obrador has previously proposed granting amnesty to Mexican drug cartels. America is now Mexico's social safety net, and that's a very good deal for the Mexican ruling class, Carlson added. You couldn't build the wall fast enough, so forget about the wall. Send out the military. Whoever trespasses past the line, start shooting on sight. I don't know what to say. I mean, what are you going to say? Can you just imagine that this idiot here is telling everybody to come in? Look, this is the New World Order agenda to bring us down to third world a situation here. So by this, look, migration never helps. Like this mass migration never helps the country. It destroys your country, okay? So everybody's going to be living in poverty. that's basically what they want. So I don't know where this guy gets this idea, because, you know, America has a right to defend its borders. That's called an invasion, and military could be called in, because if somebody's trying to overrun your country, you can call in the military. But again, we have the liberal nut jobs that that are going to have an uprising because they're stupid as there is no, you can't even understand what kind of stupidity they have in their heads. They think that this is okay. You know, this is something that I don't even know what to say about. But again, if I was in charge, if I was president, I'd call the military out, defend my country by any means necessary. Bottom line, I don't need a wall. Get the military, you cross this line, you're out. Just like somebody crossing your property line, you know, you have every right to defend yourself. And this is what needs to be done. Absolutely. And any liberal that has a problem with this, throw them into Mexico. Whoever doesn't like it, they're more than welcome to go back to Mexico over the border there. That's it. You couldn't build the wall fast enough if this guy is directing his citizens, if he wins, so to speak, to call for mass migration. Like, what are you going to do? You have to defend yourself. I'm more than sure it's written in the Constitution to defend your country, because this is really ridiculous. Because people voted for Trump. We don't want open borders in this country, but it is unbelievable, causing he's saying, urging citizens to bum rush the U.S. in hopes of causing our country to collapse financially and destroy our moral by keeping us fighting nonstop. I mean, really? He thinks America is that weak? I got news for this guy. Don't rile us up, because if you rile us up, just don't, you know, you think the liberals are causing a ruckus? I got news for them. If they think that this is going to work on conservatives, they're in for a rude awakening. Press the right buttons and you see what takes place. This is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. I never heard of something like this to this effect. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.